Hey everyone, it's Hiedi Scott with DIY Hope you're having a lovely day. On this video, I'm going to talk about dots and blobs because I think dots and blobs add a lot to projects, especially when you have just some blank open space that you want to fill. So I'm going to show you two different ways to do dots and blobs, and we'll talk all about it. As you're hopping on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you have questions along the way. The tools we will be using are this. It came from Dollar Tree. I think it's one of those things that you're supposed to weed, cricket, transfer things that you make. I am not 100% certain, but that's what I think it was designed for. I use it for dots and blobs. And then you surely recognize this. This is a mini stick of glue for my low temperature glue gun. So anyways, I am gonna show you what I did to the project that we did yesterday. It's right here. And we'll talk all about it. I'll actually add a little bit more to it so you can see the process. It's super high complicated, not really. And then I want to show you the difference between my yucky, cruddy old Mandela lace stencil and my new one. Okay, so let's jump right in. So yesterday we did these trees. These are, oh, I don't have a link handy. Dang it, if you want one, just let me know in the comments. These are from Magnolia. They're called tree shelf sitters or something like that. You get a set of 3 of them. They're just thick, white. I don't know what this is called. And we used my new Mandela lace stencil yesterday. We did 3 pieces all at once. So let me lay it down and I'll see if I can show you in case you missed that. We just, and I'll pick up my phone. I basically laid my Mandela, pieces out something like this. Can you see? And then I put the whole stencil over the top of it and I stenciled it in green. And it's still, and then I did the center piece of it in red. Oh, and here you can see where that goes together actually. I have this on here wrong. Somehow. I don't know. Anyways, so it looked still a little plain, and I thought that using my favorite little dot and blob tool was going to be too small. So just for fun, I decided to take one of these glue sticks and dip it in my, in my red, let's see, am I going to stand up okay? Yeah. In my red chalk paste, and then I just blobbed it on my project. And it dries, you can see the ones that are wet right now, but it dries hard. It's not gonna flake off. They're slightly raised. And I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited about it. I will definitely be doing more dots and blobs in the days to come. You can put them absolutely wherever you want. These blobs are bigger than the little mini tool, and if you get a blob that you've messed up, you can just sort of push it back into place. So that is, let me get a white. That is the process for doing bigger dots and blobs. Set this aside for a second, and I'll get I have 2 other projects to show you actually. I'll get those out. You don't want to get red chalk paste all over everything though. Okay. So let's see who's on. There's 207 people on. I know I've been a little crazy with my schedule lately. One day I'm on at not even 11 o'clock, and then the next day it's almost 5. It's just, it's crazy here. And today we're having carpet ripped out of our stairs and upstairs hall, and they're gonna replace it with hardwood. So it's super noisy and still crazy here at my house again today. Anyways, okay, so the smaller dots and blobs that you might remember that we put on this darling sign. Is this not the cutest thing, or what? This is that vintage farm truck MDF piece that has the tree in it. And then it's a stencil and the tree stencil, the Christmas add-on or winter add-on. Isn't that cute? And then look at my little bow on the top. And then all I did for this was I did 2 different sizes because one end of this fancy tool is bigger than the other. And I just stuck my tool in here and did blobs. It could not be any easier. You can put them wherever you want. Sometimes I think it looks kind of cute to actually put them on your letters if you're stenciling a word. So that was the bigger one, and the smaller end of the tool just gives you a slightly smaller blob. What do you guys think? Would you be likely to do dots and blobs? I know I'm super technical here. I'm always talking about you put a big blob of this and a big lump of that, and anyways, I think this project is super cute. It's actually hanging on my front door right now. This is the other side of it that we did for fall. I like the Christmas side better. But anyways, let me show you the other project. The other project is also with that same set of stencils, but this is just an old chalkboard that I had. I painted, it used to have vegetables or some crazy pattern on it. I painted this white, and then I just did the stencil, and I did the exact same technique with the white chalk paste with this same little skinnier little tool to do the dots and blobs on that. Anyways, I would love to see if you guys do dots and blobs on any of your projects. And if you've had a second to hop over to Dreamy DIY, which is that private group I set up for all of us to share our craft projects, I would love to see pictures of your dots and blobs. Okay, let's talk about Mandala lace now for just a second. Get this out of the way. My craft room is, I would be embarrassed for you to see the whole thing. It's terrible. Okay, so yesterday I was talking about my old yucky Mandala lace stencil that I've used. Obviously, I've used it with blue ink. I've used it with white ink. I've used it with red ink from Magnolia. And then I've used it with all different kinds of chalk paste, black and white. I'm trying to think if I've ever done other colors. I mean, I've used it a ton. And I was saying, and it doesn't hardly have any stick to it to the touch, but when you set it down and press it on something, it's still plenty sticky. Anyways, I was saying that I might have to retire this, that I might have to like do a memorial service as I'm throwing it away. And then, and this is what my new one looks like. It's been used twice, or maybe 3 times already, and it still looks great because I know a little better now how to take care of my stencils. Anyways, so I was thinking that I'm loving this canvas fabric that I got at Walmart. I love how crisp the stencils come out. Let me show you that. We did some projects this week, yesterday or the day before, I don't know, it's all a blur to me. With this, with embroidery hoops and with this same canvas that I'm loving, because when you stencil on it with chalk paste, or I suppose you could use ink too, everything comes out so crisp. Crisper than when you're using something like burlap or painter's drop cloth. So I was thinking I want to stencil a couple of big Mandala lace stencils on here so I can make a set of different size stuffed trees, which are like these guys. Oops. Right here. We made these this week too. But I wanted to make it in a lighter color. A set of 3 for me to put in my family room. So I decided to do the stencil. And just for fun, I decided that I was going to test this out and see what kind of difference there would be if I used my old yucky Mandala lace stencil and if I used my new one, okay? So earlier today I put on DiyDreaming a picture and said, guess which one is the old one and which one is the new one. These are the two stencils. Let me bring them close. They both look awesome. Okay, the old Mandala lace was this one. This one was the new. They're almost the same except for just in a few little places around the edge where the holes in my stencil are clogged. And that's probably because I didn't get it washed out quick enough, or, I mean, these things don't last forever, but they sure do last a darn long time. You can get so much use out of them. So I probably just, I don't know, didn't get it cleaned out good enough or something, but the whole rest of the stencil looks pretty darn cute, pretty darn good. And a lot of you guys said it looks sort of shabby and that you like that sort of shabby chic look or farmhousey look. So I am not going to be throwing this away anytime soon. And later today, I am going to make a couple bigger Christmas trees, the stuffed trees, for my house, a set of 3. They'll be larger, and I'll just use both of these mandalas that I've stenciled here as the fabric. So anyways, I just wanted to show you that. If you're wondering, where did she get the chalk paste? Where did she get the stencils, the truck, or the mandala lace, or these Christmas tree shapes? Which, look at this, I'm working on the other side. I'm gonna do a really cute project with the other sides of all 3 of those. Anyways, if you're wondering where those came from, they're from my website, which is magnoliadiy.com, but I will go back. I forgot to get a link. I'm sorry. It's crazy here. I will go back and put a link in a couple places throughout the comments. So if you just scroll through the comments, you'll see the link if you want to go look at any of those goodies. And I am not sure what my craft project will be for later today. I did do a little work with some glitter, so that might be. And I was also thinking about making a banner that says welcome or it says home, something like that, using the Porch Sitter stencil set from Magnolia and some vintage sheet music. I did that last year with glitter and it was super cute too. So it's between one of those 2 things that we'll do, and it'll probably be a little bit later in the afternoon, but I hope you'll join me for that. Let me know if you have any questions about any of this stuff that we've talked about today. Feel free to sprinkle if you would like to. That's really what helps new people hear about DiyDreaming, and that's what helps me grow this page. And anyways, and if you want links, let me know. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day, and I hope I will see you in a little while for something involving glitter. Okay?